dad, I'm a granddad, I'm a husband, I'm a photographer. So I'm all those things. But since you're here in my office, I'll say I'm an architect.
I'm a girl from Cambridge, Massachusetts, for whom jazz chose.
You might not know Phil and Nnenna Freelon, but you might recognize their contribution to the arts. Their love story of 37 years is an added bonus.
I mean, I still like this guy.
Lucky for me.
Lucky for you. Lucky for me.
Together, they've launched prominent careers. Phil's architecture is just about everywhere.
We were the design architect for the Durham Bulls Athletic Park, the parking structure at Raleigh-Durham Airport, the Durham County Health and Human Services Complex in downtown Durham on East Main Street, the transportation complex in Durham was our design as well. So just to name a few.
And not just in North Carolina, he's designed cultural sites in San Francisco, Atlanta, Houston, and most recently Washington, D.C., with the Smithsonian's latest, the National Museum of African American History and Culture.
This is a unique place. It's distinctive by intention.
The NC State School of Design graduate says he likes to design experiences, not just buildings. He does so with his blueprints, seen in his team's incorporation of ironwork at the newest National Mall Museum. It's symbolic of the artistry and labor of Southern slaves.
The African American story in North Carolina is like the underpinning of all the great things that have been happening here over the decades.
That story rings true for his wife as well, who's taking the African and African American roots of jazz all across the globe.
It's a melding, it's a mixture, it's a beautiful expression of cultural connection.
The 6-time Grammy-nominated artist tells me her rhythm and blues is a universal language, one that belts out the black experience in the United States.
I am a black woman 365 days of the year, not just in February. I do what I do every single day because I think music does, at its best, music soothes the soul.
She too is intentional in her work, something Mr. Freelon has in common with his wife. The ideas sketched in his head find life on a computer screen. Etched on plastic, local streets become the home for his vision. But you shouldn't see just shapes and numbers. When you look at these 3D printed models, peer inside. Freelon is sharing a narrative. For Phil and Nnenna's story, it's been for better or worse, in sickness and health.
I didn't even know what it was. I had no idea. And when the doctor said it's a fatal neurological, I was like, wait a minute, fatal? What is that?
Last year, Phil was diagnosed with ALS.
It's a challenge, there's no question about it.
They're learning day by day. On April 20th at the Carolina Theater, the Freelons will showcase the arts in a benefit to fund research for a cure.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine.
Today, the Freelons are living in the here and now, but molding the future and their legacies. In Durham, Beairshelle Edmé, CBS, North Carolina.